Hello friends, today will be a little bit unusual one cause we gonna talk about upcoming adventures, mostly point and click adventures. And if you also love that genre, hit that like button and of course subscribe, and let's see what future prepared for us. And the first game I want to show you is called The Invincible, and it's a story-driven adventure set in a hot sci-fi world by Stanislav Lem, one of my favorite writers. Action will take place on a planet Regis 3. Humanity already sent an explorer mission, but after a few days this mission stopped responding, and you will play as a member of the second ship, whose mission will be to find what happened to the first one. The planet looks empty, and the ship is there, just standing in the middle of the desert. But you know what? It's also completely empty, no sign of life at all. What happened here? Why there are no sign of crew at all? Why do they abandon the ship? There are so many questions. Well, you as a player will have to solve the mystery of Regis 3. I read the book, so I know the story, and I can promise you this will be one of the best space adventures you ever met.
And you are totally underqualified to be shape-shifting! That's embarrassing.
Plot of the Druid will be a classical point-and-click adventure with plenty of humor. You will play as a druid apprentice who goes on the quest to prevent the world from going crazy by restoring balance to the forces of love, wisdom, and wealth. This game was inspired by a classic of the genre, Simon the Sorcerer, Discworld, and Harry Potter. As a druid, you will possess the power of the nature, make earthquakes, turn night into the day, and yes, that ability to transform yourself into small furry creature. You will be able to solve situations differently, as a human or as an animal, and sometimes to solve a puzzle, all you need is earthquake. Yes, that's all you need to get people's attention. This comedy point-and-click adventure is already available in early access, but I think it will be better to wait for full version and enjoy the adventure. The Stone of Madness. Oh, this one will be a little bit different, cause it's a real-time tactics, not actually a point-and-click adventure. You are imprisoned in a madhouse in the late 18th century in Spain. You are insane, but not only you, there will be 5 playable characters. All of them will be completely insane, and all of them will have different illnesses and phobias. Plagued by cruel punishment, madness, and despair, those 5 heroes soon draws a plan to escape this place. And yes, your goal will be to escape the madhouse. But will you succeed? I guess we will find out when the game will be released, but so far it looks very promising. Simon the Sorcerer Origin, and it's an official prequel of the legendary Simon's Adventure saga. Simon will return for the first time to the absurd world of the sorcerers, unleashing the ancient prophecy and gaining ancient magical powers. The game starts a few weeks before the events of the first episode that was released long ago. Developer promises us that this saga will be full of comedy and sarcasm. Also, they add a new feature. Sometimes Simon will speak to you, to player. They say prepare to experience a classic adventure in a modern way. Let's just hope this modern way will not disappoint us. Nevertheless, this game is definitely worth waiting for. The Altars will be an adventure with elements of survival. This story will be about a Jan Dolsky, a simple worker. After crash landing on a distant planet, he found himself alone, and the only way to survive is to recreate the multiple copies of himself, and they called altars. alters life branches at various stages and ages, making them different people, individuals driven by multiple motivations and drawn by other emotions. This game is about small, life-changing moments. The main question, what if? What if I took a different path? Who would I be? What would I say to a different me? What could I learn if I talked to altered selves? Well, friends, this adventure will be definitely very unusual, let's call it this way, but it's definitely worth your attention. But enough of these good heroes, let's talk about a goblin's journey, and it's a humorous adventure with stupid plot and even more idiotic characters. You play the greedy bastard goblin named Alastar. You're about to save your king's life, in exchange for a gold, of course, and this adventure will be full of gold, mischief, and content that I can't show you on YouTube. Explore the vast country of Goblin lands in a semi-open world adventure. Visit also a human lands EU, and if you're lucky enough, you get to see the beauties of hell as well. Make money by doing all kinds of illegal stuff, and then use this money to buy some cool items. And yeah, make sure all your kids are asleep before you start playing. Goblin's Journey is a point-and-click adventure you've never seen before, cause you will have to play as a bad guy. No more world saving, you will care only about your own pocket. This game is definitely worth checking out. The Bookwalker, Thief of Tales, and yes, this one is one of my favorite. You will play as a thief with a very unusual ability. You can dive inside the books, famous novels, and they can be different. It can be horror, it can be fantasy, or it can be sci-fi. Your mission is to steal very precious artifacts. You have to do it, cause in real life you have a huge problems with money, and some mysterious stranger will give you orders to dive into that book or that one and to bring him something, and by doing that you can change the story, the book, and make a completely new one. I played the demo version and I was very impressed. This game is really something unique, and it will be released very soon. 22nd of June, just around the corner. And the last game is called Near-Mage, from the creator of Gibbous, which was a pretty good adventure. Of course, this story will be a little bit trivial one, but it definitely has its own charm. You have been invited to stay in Transylvania for the summer, only to find out that you came from a long line of witches. Meet your new vampire and Strigoi classmates. And yes, that means another magic university. But something tell me that supernatural adventure made in Transylvania will be a good one. Well, friends, I hope you enjoy my 8 upcoming point-and-click adventures games. And by the way, let me know which of those games do you like most. And with that said, I want to wish you a good day, and I will see you in my next video. Meet you there.